My name is Adrian, and I'm from Mexico City to be exact. Well, I was at Koh Chang 3.5 years ago. I went there for a month and I ended up staying 3 months. And well, after leaving DARA, things have been very different in my life. Very interesting, definitely interesting. Things have been much better, but not easy. It's been a lot of work and a constant one. Well, I went to DARA when I was, I think, 34, around 33, 34. And I think since my teenage years, my life was going downhill slowly. I had a couple of good things going on in my life, but as time went by, everything started falling apart slowly until just before I went to DARA, everything collapsed suddenly. And that's what made me want to look for help. It was a bit of a disaster, let's put it like that. Well, I was looking for something very specific when I was looking for help. I am not a religious person, and I knew back then that there were many religious programs. I wanted something that could help me, but that would fit, let's say, the way I see life. I came across DARA while looking on the internet. It looked very, very nice, but I had no idea what to expect. It changed my life in so many levels. Before that, I was in therapy. I was in therapy for many, many years, and I think it gave me clarity to see things, but not the strength to do something about my problems, to do something about them. And DARA was very practical stuff. Every day I got to learn something and try it. That was key for me because it made me understand a lot of things that before I just saw as theory. So it gave me a nice boost, let's say, in my emotional development, especially because I stayed a bit longer than my original plan. And since then, well, I've been trying to do what I did back then. Whatever I learn, whatever I begin to understand, I try to put it in practice. Do more than just think about it. It was an amazing compliment to the whole program. I was a bit reluctant when I first came because I only had one therapist in my life. So, to be honest, I was lazy to tell everything again about my life to somebody new, and I always had this fear of maybe the person not understanding me or not really being able to help me. And it turned out to be completely the opposite. Not only we had a very nice dynamic on the day-to-day work, but the one-on-one complemented every single task, every single thing that was happening. It was the perfect way to put it all together. the one-on-ones. I liked that it was more than once a week. It was often enough for me. Yeah, and it really complemented the whole experience. That is when previously I was talking about doing things or practicing things. That is exactly where you do it, with other clients, with the people around you, because you're in a safe environment, and then whatever is happening inside of you, you get to put it out. You get to talk to people directly. You get to something that is bothering you, something that is making you happy about whoever you're living with, because at the end you're living with all those, with all the other clients. They are like your roommates. They put like all of us, let's say all the clients, we create a practical scenario, and not only that, hearing other people's experiences is a lot of times very comforting, because then you realize that you were not alone in all the things that you were going through. And it's amazing because when I went, there were several nationalities, several ages, and when I say several, I think there was from 18 to 80 years old. So it was a very, very wide spectrum, and anyway, you could relate to each and every one of them in a way. It's a beautiful thing to be surrounded by people that are going through a lot of things you're going through, and that at the end, their experiences and their friendship also helps you with what you're going through. For me, it's very important to have a structured routine, and one that has a specific goal, which is make me healthier, not only on the inside but on the outside. That's the first time that I realized that everything complements. So before that, it was very difficult for me to get a proper diet, to get the proper amount of exercise, to have even a proper sleep. And the way the whole program was set up, it made it so easy for me to get into I don't know how to say that in English, like in a good stream, automatically. The way things are set takes you by hand, and then just before you know it, you're already in a healthier circle. Very, very important. And I have to say that I always loved the food. There was plenty of it all the time. So yeah, every single part helped a lot on getting a new mindset. So far, it is the safest place that I have ever found. I was really overwhelmed with everything that was happening around me, every single thing. And this was like finding an oasis in the middle of the desert. I think it's one of these things that you need to try to really see how beneficial they can be for you. Because at the end, what I've seen is everybody has a positive experience, but a different one. It's different for each of us, which is the beautiful thing. But you need to go through it. Once you go through it, then you realize how much you were missing out before. So I guess the only advice that I could give is try it. Try it and be sure that it's a very nice place to be at, where there are no threats. And that's very comforting feeling.